we're going to do a pod review today on a pepper right back here. And this is called the orange gum nagabrain. Now, I've done reviews on the red gum nagabrain, but this is the orange gum. This is an orange version of the red gum nagabrain. Okay, so I picked most of the pods off that were ripe, but this plant is absolutely loaded to the gills with pods. I mean, there's pods hanging everywhere. This plant is probably close to 7 feet tall, but it's literally leaning all the way over and down to the other side of the fence. So the way that the peppers just dragged it down, it almost broke the stick. I think it actually did snap the stick here. So this pepper is absolutely loaded with peppers this year, and they're just everywhere. They're just so many of them. I'm not even sure how I'm going to process all of these peppers. I know they're not going to be ripe before we get our first frost for winter. So I'll end up having to bring this in my garage and let them ripen in the garage until they're ready, and then I'll pick them then. I really don't like picking them green like this and then let them ripen. I want the seeds to be as mature as possible, so I will let them ripen on the plant, but it's going to have to ripen in under semi-dark conditions. But that's okay. They'll still ripen. So let's pick one of these. If I can. I mean, some of these absolutely don't want to come off the plant. I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time. It's amazing. It's like the plant doesn't want to give up the pepper. You have to give it up, plant, because I'm going to win either way. So anyway, here it is. Let me get you in better lighting so you can see. You can see that the cap on these are the same color as the pepper, which is an orange color. But let's get you into some better lighting. Okay, so I think it's a little better in here. You won't get as much bleaching from the direct sun. So you can see that the cap on this is orange, very much like the pepper, and that orange goes up into the stem. Now, if you really let these ripen a long enough period of time on a plant, that orange will travel up a good ways onto the plant, onto the stem of it. So it will hold that effect. You can still see some of the blackening effect that's still on there if you look at that cap. So yeah, it's quite a beautiful pepper. Let me see if I can give you a little better, because right now it looks like it's being bleached. That looks pretty good. So yeah, that's a great one. All right, so let's turn you around and give it a go. All right, guys, here we are. We are now going to do a pod review on this pod right here. And this pod right here is called the Orange Gum Nagabrain. And the Red Gum Nagabrain is, I wouldn't necessarily call it a super hot, but it's definitely up there. It's probably near the 600,000-700,000 range. If I remember correctly, it's somewhere pretty high. It's way hotter than a habanero. You're getting into the 7-pot types of heats, which are anywhere between, in my opinion, of course, I don't have the exact Scoville scale in front of me, but in my opinion, 7 pots are falling into that 600,000, 700,000, 800,000 range. These are kind of in that range of heat. They're up there with the 7 pots. So here it is. And without any further ado, let's give that sucker a bite. Nice and peachy. Very nice. Skins are a little tough. I had to spit these skins out. They stick all over your mouth, and they're a little thick on this one. I have eaten already a couple of these this year, and they're quite nice. The flavor is very reminiscent of like a peachy type flavor. It's got a nice smooth peachy flavor, but it also has that slight habanero fruity flavor to it. So if you combine the two, you can imagine what that might taste like. The heat is a creeper on this. Right now, it's easy. There's really not much heat at all, but I know it's going to come in because I've eaten these already, and they come in like a lion. They really do. They come in very strong. This is starting to come in now. The whole top of my tongue is burning, a little bit in the back of the throat. All the way inside my gums and in between my teeth, where the gums are, in between my teeth, I'm feeling it there. A little bit on my lips. but nothing excruciating. It's very hot though. This particular pepper right now, as the heat's building, right now I'm going to say it's probably somewhere around 300,000, 350, somewhere in there. It's not really that hot. It's definitely the upper end of the habanero heat range. But it is pretty hot, and it's a nice even burn. It's very smooth. It's not a stinging type of burn. It's very easy on the palate. And that fruity flavor that comes off it is very nice. It's very, very pleasant. I like that a lot in this type of pepper. I eat a lot of regular habaneros too. And I'm kind of burnt out on habaneros because I've been eating them for so many years. And it's like I'm just kind of tired of the routine red habanero flavor. I need something a little bit different. And this type of pepper is that pepper that delivers that little bit of difference. You get that peachy flavor. Really, it's a real nice expression to that fruity flavor. Now, as far as it being spicy, it's not very spicy. I don't feel like the flavor is lasting very long. It kind of came and gone. Very little on the back of my tongue. It's not a very oily type pepper, meaning the whole inside of it's not loaded with oil. A lot of times when you see that oil on your peppers, that's usually a sign of very, very hot peppers. You don't normally see that with habaneros, but sometimes you do, actually. You do get habs that do that, and I have had that happen. This one's not. It's nice and crispy. It's a very nice, even, slow burn. That's the only thing I can say about it. The flavor, again, it's just a very peach. It had like a peachy type flavor. Not totally like peach, but like a type of peachy flavor, along with that fruitiness that the habaneros normally deliver. So like I say, if you combine those two, you kind of get an idea of what that might taste like. And then the aftertaste has a slight peppery flavor, very slight. And it's nice. The burn's already coming down, so it wasn't really that bad. But I would say if you start to get up on those seeds, it's probably going to be a lot more intense, and it's probably going to be longer lasting, because that's where the heat really is. I bite the bottom of the peppers, get some of the heat, but that's not giving you a full value of the heat. You get up on those seeds, you're going to start to feel the true heat of it. Now, as far as me rating this pepper, where it can fall in Scovilles, like I say, this particular one was around 300,000, maybe 350, something like that. But I have eaten these in the past where they were warmer than that, and I would probably say they can reach as high as 600,000 on a Scoville scale. Probably go as high as that. So there's a pretty wide range on these, so it depends on, which one you get, whether it's going to be that or the other one. It's kind of hit or miss. So you might get one that's really hot, and you might get one that's like this, that's very reasonable. So you just got to kind of eat them with caution, and just keep in mind you might get a really, really hot one. So anyway, that is your pod review for the Orange Gum Naga Brain. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.